Welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome Melondie Vernon, the Director of vCISO Services at Access One, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. After getting her master's degree in cybersecurity, governance, risk management, and compliance at DePaul University, she went on to become a systems engineer at Wired Technology Partners and became a technical account manager at Stratosphere Networks. This background led to various virtual CISO roles and eventually to her director role at Access One. Melondie, you made it. You're on the Top Gun Show.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on. You're the first vCISO I've ever had on the show in over 1,000 episodes. It took me a while, but I got you.
Well, here I am.
There you are. Well, hey, in the past couple of weeks, we've talked about Access One's history, longevity, and list of services, ideal clients, and the channel distribution model. This week, I want to focus in on the Access One virtual CISO services, which you lead. Let's get some information about that. Let's talk about the vCISO industry in general. Why is virtual CISO such an important part of the Access One service model?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to talk about that. It's important to our business model because here at Access One, security is our top priority. And, it should be honestly for all businesses to have security as their top priority, regardless of their size. The caveat to that is that smaller companies often do not have the resources to hire a full-time chief information security officer or CISO. And that's where the vCISO comes in. A vCISO provides the same high level expertise in a more flexible and cost effective way. All businesses need someone who can develop a solid security strategy, someone who will help guide them through managing risks while ensuring their businesses meet industry standards. A vCISO offers that leadership without the need for a full time hire. So it's a great solution for companies that want to stay proactive about security but lack the internal resources to manage it on their own. So by us at Access One offering a vCISO program, we're able to provide clients with access to one, senior level security expertise, two, compliance guidance, and three, a tailored security plan, allowing them to improve their overall security posture.
That's great. You covered like 5 or 6, 7 reasons why vCISOs are making such great sense, okay? I don't want to be a negative and a Debbie Downer here, but some people think that virtual CISOs might not fully grasp the company's internal culture, processes, or long-term business strategy. How do you overcome that?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and it's definitely a concern that I've heard out there for some people. But let's discuss how to address that, right? While a vCISO might not be physically on site every day, they're still fully integrated into a company's culture and operation. So, the key to establishing that is through strong communication, regular collaboration, and creating a strong relationship with your clients. And we do that by making it a priority to learn about our clients' processes, their goals, and overall long-term strategy. Couple that with consistent meetings, feedback loops, and working in tandem with their internal teams. So how a vCISO fits in that is that the vCISO role is to align a security strategy with the company's needs and vision. And that's done through building strong relationships with key stakeholders and then staying actively engaged with their team so that they, in turn, can ensure their security plans fit their company's culture and business goals. It's about being adaptable and understanding the bigger picture, even if this vCISO is not physically in the office every day.
That's great. Great answer. No wonder
Thanks.
you're the director of this program. I love it. I love it. Well, hey, let's talk about this. What type of customer, customer profile, is most likely to use a virtual CISO? We talk about the industry, the size, the profile.
Yeah, sure. So, all customers are a good fit, right? But really, a customer who is a good fit for a vCISO program typically has a growing business that requires cybersecurity, but doesn't have the resources or need to fill a full-time CISO. So they often face, say, security challenges or need to meet compliance requirements like HIPAA, or looking to strengthen their overall security posture. They oftentimes have an existing IT team that may lack senior level expertise to drive a comprehensive security strategy. And what sets them apart is the need for expert guidance on cybersecurity risk management, and compliance while seeking flexibility and cost effectiveness to support their business goals.
That's great. That's great. Perfect. I love it. Well, thank you. Hey, I always close the Top Gun show interview with a personal question. I don't want to come out of left field on this, but like, I don't think I've ever met anybody that has a master's degree in cybersecurity, governance, risk management, and compliance like you. So you're a smart person.
Oh, thank
If
you.
here's the personal question: if you could meet anybody, dead or alive, who would you want to meet, and what would you ask him or her?
All right. So thinking about this one, she ties right into, the industry I'm in. She's a computer scientist named Dr. Latanya Sweeney. And man, for me, this lady's really cool. And what she does ties closely into what we do in this sector. And if you boil it down to its fundamental level, it's to protect data. That's why we're here. And Sweeney is the former chief technology officer at the FTC, or the Federal Trade Commission, and she is known as the pioneer in the field of data privacy. So her research at MIT helped guide policies in the US federal medical HIPAA privacy rule. And she also founded the emerging area known as algorithmic fairness, excuse me, and which looks at the discrimination in online algorithms.
Okay, well, what question would you ask her?
How did she do it all? This is a continue ever evolving field. How was she able to track these trends and develop these new processes? And, to be a pioneer is, she set the foundation for people like me.
Yeah, that's great. It would be hard to be a pioneer, really, in anything, because you're carving out. It's like you got your machete and you're going through the forest, carving out a path that other people will follow. So, great answer, great answer. Well, Melondie, I know you're busy at Access One. You guys are setting the market on fire with your services and what you're doing with the vCISO work as the director. Thank you for carving out time out of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun show.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching, everybody. That was great. You did great.
Thanks.